Make sure you guys subscribe to the Viking Academy page. I have 3 open guard passes that every white belt needs to learn, but not just white belts. Every brown belt needs to learn. Every black belt needs to learn. And Sway, our honorary blue belt, knows them already, so you need to learn them. Leave a comment below if you use any of these actual passes in your own game, and we'll be back, roughly 3 times a week with new videos. All right, subscribe. So guys, passing the open guard. So we'll work on 3 to 5 ways of how to pass the open guard. The first one's the Toriano, really basic way of passing the guard. So you can get close if you need to swim. First thing I want to do when I'm establishing a passing position is I want to start to take control of his legs in some way. So this is one of the most basic ways of doing so. If I want to pass to say to my left, I'm going to start to pressure my partner's knee to the ground. Just like that, so palm over his knee. And I watch my right hand, my free hand. It's gonna start to go to his hip. Now let's establish that he's probably gonna stay up, like kind of here, just like so, kind of seated, right? What I'll start to do is walk my feet around in a circle. Drive my forehead to my partner's hip, and then watch what I'm doing with my right arm particularly. And once I get here, I'm pushing the hip, sliding my knee in, and then lowering my level. So this is worth going over. So some of us obviously know this move, we drilled this before, but none of us are really masters at it, so we're gonna keep going. So he's playing an open guard. This is also considered butterfly guard. I gotta pressure one of his legs, right? So I push one knee to the ground, I go to his hip, and just for reference, there's a little bit of a flare with my elbow. Can someone tell me why I would flare my right elbow just a little bit?
Keep him up. He's going to move his leg.
If he exactly, he's going to try to move this leg around, and I want to be able to trail it. If your arm is dead, he's going to be able to weave his leg inside and outside. Don't over flare. Don't tense your arm up, but just flare it a little bit. So again, what do I have to do first? Get his knee to the ground. We established that. Get his knee to the ground. Get him on and off angle. Next thing I do is I put my palm on his hip and I give him a little flare. Then I tripod up and I work my body to roughly a 45-degree angle, and then watch my right hand. It's my right hand pushing down and my knee sliding. That's the hardest part though. If you're not used to this kind of movement, it's my knee sliding underneath his hamstring. And then everything's about being heavy, like a wet blanket. I'm on top of the guy heavy, and if I can get my arm in front of his shoulder, I'll shoot my arm in front of his shoulder and get almost like I want to look at my watch. And I don't want him to do what? Go belly down. So I want to make sure that as soon as I shoot my arm to the inside, watch how I clear this distance with my left hip. Watch my left hip joint. See? Now I close that gap where he can't lean his hand back inside. And then we'll palm to palm. Palm to palm, no front. Just like that. Shoulder pressure and chest pressure. Really big. So we'll analyze this one last time. So the Toriano, classic passing position. Just remember for the guy on bottom, when you're drilling Jiu-Jitsu, the actual guy getting the move demonstrated on him plays a giant role. In other words, if I do everything right, I just fall flat to your back, and his legs up here, but it just won't work. So the guy getting demonstrated on plays a giant role. So analyze not just what I'm doing, but what Ruben's doing. See, he's still seated. He has a post. Because this is realistically what he'll probably be doing. He'll actually probably be more likely here, right? Because he wants to frame and stop me from pressuring him. No problem. I walk. Now, if I need to, what do I do with my head? Pressure shoulder. Yeah, here around. Yeah. I put my forehead on the shoulder, kind of almost like we're batting around. And then look, I'm pushing and I'm sliding. Did you watch? I'm gonna spread. Palm to palm. That's that? On 3 everybody. 1, 2, 3. Now, Toriano's great, right? Just keep in mind with the Toriano that we're trying to get that knee. See my right knee? Underneath his hamstring. That's the thing I notice a lot of guys are missing. You're kind of landing kind of by his hip. Is it wrong? Not at all. To do what you're doing isn't wrong. And just remember, we always want to pressure his hips so that he can't easily create a frame with his knee shield. In other words, he can't get his pressure and then slowly start to take over the body. So just remember that sliding under the knees is a big thing. Now look at this one. This is another great pass that we can use from the open guard. High percentage. But what do we have to do to initiate it? We got to get the guy on his back. We got to get him flat on his back. So what I'm going to do is, whenever I enter into the guy's guard, and I notice this isn't as common in modern Jiu-Jitsu where guys play a lot of this shit game. I see them playing this footsie shit. It's dangerous to do this, right? Especially if the guy can wrestle, because he's just going to sit up and start to wrestle. But Jiu-Jitsu guys these days, they sit on their butt and they play like it's a fucking game. So keep your legs back, here, grab his heels, get him on his back. You're still relaxed. I don't want to see you tense doing it. Just protect your legs. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw my hips forward, and I'm going to track his legs. We call this a double undercut. I think some of you guys are going to take to this so well, you're going to need a lot of guys fits. So look at my grip, guys. I'm grabbing what we call a butterfly grip. It's essentially a palm to palm, but I'm just sliding the grip like a zip tie to my forearms, and it's very tight. It's hard to break. Now, the next sequence is simple. I'm bringing my right hand across my partner's shoulder and watch my leg position. I'm going to slide my right knee under my partner's armpit. My left knee goes behind the lumbar, and my left hand follows suit. See this beautiful stack position where I'm at a 90-degree angle? So now, even if he were to kick me away, he's essentially giving me the pass. So I'll break down how to actually pass the pressure in a second. So I'm back, right? We're playing this game. We're never, I shouldn't say never, because we have leg lock setups when we give them the leg, but for the most part, I want you to kind of defend and stay on here. Here. Hips, knees, zip tie, right? Make sure they stack on your quads, another detail. His hips are on my quads. Now I bring my right hand across his shoulder. Left hand goes behind the lower lumbar. What I think most guys will struggle with is my leg position. So I know you guys hopefully you kind of understand the upper body position, right hand across the collar, left hand on the lower lumbar. But really what's important is my leg position. My left hand's on the lower lumbar, my knee's behind my hand. You guys dig this? See this? This is where it's at here, and then the pressure with my shoulder and my head. I really want to don't do this to your training partner, but in theory you should be trying to get his knee to his nose. So a good stack. Now this is a good stack. Would this be a better stack? Mm-hmm. No, I just hoodwinked you. No, because too much weight. My pressure's too far over the top. I can actually lose balance and roll over the top. Mm-hmm. So keep centered. Keep centered. You ready for this? Now how do we pass? A lot of us just throw the legs, right? But a good jiu-jitsu guy will replace his knees inside. So watch my right hip and my right arm. Only my right side. Watch my right hand and my right hip. Ready? Watch my right arm. See the pressure? He's in what I call the box. No one else calls it the box. If you say that, they're like, what are you talking about? Any other school will be very confused. It's called a box. So I put my elbow, I create a wedge between my right elbow and my hip, really simple. And I create this nice wedge here with my head, my knee, and my bicep. So now he's completely locked in position. Call this the box. Lots of attacks, and it's very hard to escape as well. So again, he's on his butt, I'm gonna get him on his back. Don't just lean forward. It's not practical for a real fight. One, if you lean forward, he's gonna kick you in your teeth. Another thing is, it's kind of sloppy to lean with your shoulders, because you're giving him what he wants. He wants to put his feet on your shoulders, on your biceps. So lead with your hips. So if it was a real fight, this is smart. If it's jiu-jitsu, it's smart as well, because I'm not giving him anything to tether his feet to. And I'm here, boom, zip tie. Hand on the shoulder, hand on the lower lumbar. Knee behind my hand. Please, new guys, don't sleep on this one detail where my right knee is under his armpit. See that? Now what's the next sequence? Not an advanced guy. What's the next sequence? Right side extension. Just think about Superman, almost like you're going straight, like a Superman situation. Pressure. Put him in the box. Here. See that? Knees nice and tight to his body. Take a snapshot of the position. So I'm going to try to start doing this with you guys, is make you guys become more visual learners. So look at where my elbow is, my knee is. Look where my head is and where my left bicep is. You see what I'm talking about when I talk about wedges? These clamps that I've created. Knees are tight, right? Chest is low. Now wherever he goes to move, he's not going to be able to move. I mean, I kind of attach to him like a leech. Last one. Get on three, everybody. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna get Ruben on his back. Everything's exactly the same, but watch my left hand. I'm gonna go 4 fingers behind the hamstring. It resembles a double underhook pass. It's almost a replica of it, but it's just slightly different. So I'm gonna put my hand here, and then watch this. Watch what happens. I want you to relax this leg. It's a demonstration, right? If I just push his knee down, watch what happens to this leg. So it gets hoisted up automatically. I don't have to reach for it. A lot of us, when we do this particular pass, they go here and they reach for the leg, And what does that potentially give?
Triangle.
If you close my wrist there, do the triangle. So I actually don't want to present my arm too soon. I always say, I'm not religious about anything. So if you can do it, it could be effective. I'm saying it's risky. So I think being here is a lot safer. And then watch my knee and my hand, how they work in correlation. See, my knee pressures his hamstring, and then I scoop. Okay? Everything's the same from the over-under pass now. I never present my hand back to the center. It never goes to the center. That's risky. I keep my hand outside of his hips. I go far side shoulder, look similar, right? It's essentially the same exact position. Watch my left hand and my left knee. Look, where are we? Same position. Right leg extension, right arm extension, put him in a box. Everything's the same. So the only difference is I got him on his back. I'm going 4 fingers behind his hamstring, not thumb. Easy to pull. 4 fingers and jam in position, see? So my knee slides in, I lower my level, I push his knee to the ground. Then I grab, right around his quadricep. So this is an over-under position, almost an over-under position. Almost, still double unders. But it kind of resembles almost that over-under passing position. Far side shoulder. Leg, I'm not going to break this down, you already know this, right? Yeah. Leg positioning, 90-degree angle, hand on the lower lumbar, knee on the lower lumbar, far extension, right side extension. Put him in the box, flatten him out. Matthew asked a great question, and Jared kind of gestured at it too, because the guy's kind of on the side when I land here. How do I flatten him out? Just use your chest and your torso. So don't try to muscle him with your arms. Watch my chest, ready? It's like you're kneading bread. You see it? I'm just use my chest to run my hips back. See that? It's so low energy expenditure too, so you could be half dead and it works. It's really effective. Get him on his back, one last time. Hand and knee, head low. Where does my left knee go? Yep, right on this. Don't hurt your partner's inner thigh, but you should be placing it right around there so it pins it. And then as far shoulder, left hand goes lower lumbar. Left hand. Right leg extension, right arm extension, head goes to shoulder. He's on the side at all. What do I do to flatten him out? Chest. And then put him in the box. Let's get it on 3, everybody. 1, 2, 3.